the fastest growing economies in the world. According to the president, the country's economy is on an upward trajectory, sitting at position 29. This is despite the biting high cost of living that continues to weigh down on Kenyans. The president's remarks are also in stark contrast with what some of his officers have been saying about the real state of affairs. KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tor with that story.
President William Ruto has yet again come out on the defense of the country's economy, terming it one of the fastest growing globally. The head of state saying the economic situation has steadily become better, especially in the past 6 months.
Inflation is now 6.8%, down from a high of 9.2% a year ago. In the last 6 months, our GDP has grown at a rate of 5.4%, making Kenya the 29th fastest growing economy in the world, according to the World Bank. There is no question about it. What we have done together, the price we have paid together, and the sacrifices we have made together have rescued our country from an economic catastrophe.
President Ruto also announcing the country was out of the debt distress, despite the country's debt crossing the 10.5 trillion shillings mark.
I can now confirm, without fear of any contradiction, that Kenya is safely out of the danger of debt distress and that our economy is on a stable footing.
Ruto also said his government had cut down its expenditure in order to stabilize the economy.
We have had to cut back significantly on expenditure and to defer the implementation of critical development programs to stabilize our economy. The policy measures required to mobilize necessary revenues have been difficult, but they were our only way and means of escape.
President Ruto also assured Kenyans that the monies being collected from the taxes will be put to use prudently. The president's position on the state of the economy, however, did not touch on the issue of the rising cost of fuel, which continues to be a thorn in the flesh for many Kenyans.
Share the truth, say kimeumana.
The head of state's remarks come days after the CS for Treasury, Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, told the National Assembly Finance Committee that the country was in an economic crisis and is unable to pay salaries on time.
By the way, I can tell you, we are even having trouble with salaries. We are clearing salaries with arrears. Okay? You know, just imagine that.
And yet again, the government has promised to address the issue of the high cost of living, promising to protect all the taxes collected from Kenyans and promising better days in the current administration. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News, Uhuru Gardens, Nairobi.
The 60th Jamhuri Day celebration was marked with pomp and color as thousands of patriots gathered at